Amber Heard's lies have been exposed once again. The 35-year-old actress has been exposed for lying during a James Corden show, and fans aren't even shocked. So what exactly did Amber lie about this time around, and what will be the consequences for her lies? Johnny Depp is suing Heard in Virginia over a 2019 op-ed in the Washington Post by the Aquaman actress, in which she wrote about DV, but which he believes is a libelous attack on him. Though she never mentioned Depp's name in the article, Heard has elsewhere claimed that she suffered 2 black eyes, a broken nose, and a broken lip at the hands during a 2015 attack in Los Angeles, with photos of the alleged injuries published around the world. She even claimed that she appeared on James Corden's The Late Show with 2 black eyes thanks to Johnny Depp. And for a while, people actually believed her. Well, not anymore, since her lies are slowly being uncovered by witnesses who saw her during the show. One particular witness who saw her was her stylist, Samantha McMillan, who said she spent much of the afternoon and early evening with her to help her prep for a December 2015 appearance on the CBS talk show. The day after, the actress claimed she was headbutted during a litany of violence by her then-husband Johnny Depp. I could see clearly that Ms. Heard did not have any visible marks, bruises, cuts, or injuries to her face or any other part of her body, McMillan told the London court where Depp is suing the Sun newspaper for calling him a WB. McMillan, who was also Depp's stylist, said she was too confused to know how to respond when the Aquaman actress said, "Can you believe I just did that show with 2 black eyes?" after taping the show. Ms. Heard did not have any black eyes and had been visibly uninjured throughout the day and at that moment, McMillan said in a written statement. Heard later posed for a photo shown in court that seemingly showed the injuries. Similarly, McMillan said she interacted closely with the actress on May 24, 2016, a few days after the actress claimed her then-husband had flung a cell phone at her face in the last of his attacks. She told the court she was at the house before Heard, who was not expecting to see her. There was no visible marks, bruises, cuts, or injuries to her face or any other part of her body, McMillan said. 3 days later, McMillan told the court the actress was photographed with prominent injuries visible on her face from the alleged attack, which Heard claimed happened before the stylist saw her. "I was also aware that Mr. Depp left Los Angeles on May 22nd, McMillan said, referring to the day after the alleged attack. The 2 days before, she claimed she saw Heard with nothing but beautiful skin. I therefore knew that Mr. Depp could not have caused those marks that Ms. Heard appeared with in the court," she testified. However, when asked in court, Heard said McMillan saw her while she was already having her makeup done. She also tried to disqualify McMillan's testimony by claiming that she was her stylist for a short time while she was married to Depp. Depp's then attorney, Eleanor Laws, put it to Heard that the photograph of her with bruises on her face taken after the alleged December 2015 incident was completely set up, which Heard denied. Laws asked the actress why she took a photograph of her scalp, and Heard said her scalp was in pain and her friend Raquel Pennington took a photograph because she had red spots on her head and it was filled with pus from where it had been pulled out. Heard continued to say, "I had bruised ribs, bruises all over my body, bruises on my forearms from trying to defend the blows. I had 2 black eyes, I had a broken nose, I had a broken lip. The really bad one, bruises, were on my hairline, on my scalp. There was chunks of my hair missing. There was pus in those wounds on my hairline, dark red bruises, purple red on my temples and on my chin. The inside of my upper lip was cut." Laws then called her out by saying that Amber's nurse, Erin Borman, never saw any bruising and even went on to accuse her of biting her own lip to draw blood. Fans also called out Amber's lies, with one of them tweeting, "Apart from the absurdity of all this, if you had pus in your hairline or anywhere else, wouldn't you wipe it off or clear it up? Or you just walk around with it oozing? Well, that makeup must be brilliant to cover all that. I wouldn't mind dome of that myself, cover a few spots I have," another fan wrote. Other people who disapprove Amber's narrative are the LAPD officers who responded to the 911 call. Depp's attorney, Benjamin Chu, said that when the LAPD officers responded to the alleged beating, they found no injury upon Ms. Heard and no disruption to the penthouse. Mr. Chu even went ahead to claim that Amber's friends were involved in producing the fake photos. Ms. Heard and her friends then fabricated photos that she used to obtain an ex parte temporary restraining order and a $7 million divorce settlement which Ms. Heard falsely testified in London she gave to the ACLU and, more scandalously, to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, sick children with cancer, he alleged in his filing. He added that the LAPD disavowed the photographs and said they did not depict what they saw. Mr. Chu also argued that earlier images given to Depp's legal team came without any metadata, so their expert, Brian Neumeister, could not verify the details. Mr. Neumeister's preliminary investigation shows that a number of photographs have been run through the photo. A photo editing application called Photo 3 that can easily manipulate images, such as showing bruises where none actually existed, said Mr. Chu. Due to these allegations, the Virginia court ruled that Depp's team can have an expert look at Amber's phone and see if they can find evidence of any photo tampering. Mr. Chu also went ahead to argue that the Sun's own expert concluded that Heard's photographs that showed injuries to her face from December 2015 were manipulated 3 years later. He said the experts found that the photos from an iPad Pro 10.5 were created on or after October 6, 2018, adding, as such, any editing of the trial bundle versions would have been on or after October 6, 2018. So, Ms. Heard or someone on her behalf doctored those photos 3 years later. When that came up in her testimony in London, Ms. Heard falsely denied it. In short, Your Honor, without forensic imaging, Mr. Neumeister cannot properly assess or verify Ms. Heard's data, he claimed. During the hearing, the judge denied the request that Depp should have to hand over his phone and laptop, saying Heard's lawyers had asked for too broad a search. Heard's lawyer, Elaine Bredhoff, told Page 6 that Heard welcomes the opportunity to present her evidence in a trial by jury in a court of law, while claiming that Depp and his legal team are attempting to try the case via the media. This is a dirty strategy after having been found to have committed multiple significant acts of domestic violence against Amber Heard by Mr. Depp's legal team to present false claims while avoiding accusations of defamation because of judicial immunity, Ms. Brodov said, adding, while legal hearings are protected from defamation, they are not protected from leaks to the press, which is exactly Mr. Depp's intention. Even though he lost every one of these arguments in the UK trial, his first choice of forum, he is trying to interject out of context and already proven to be false pieces from his unsuccessful efforts in a court of attempt to deceive the public, pretending these issues have not already been fully tried in his court of choice where he lost. Now, in yet another court of law, he is unable to submit his own evidence because he has nothing to prove his claims. But despite these comments from her lawyer, fans are still convinced that Amber is a manipulative liar. Now, I would love to hear from you. I don't think she'd know how to tell the truth if her life depended on it, one fan wrote. Do you think Amber faked her injuries? Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and in case you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other video about Amber Heard being forced to hand over crucial evidence. As always, thanks for watching.